Most of the talk centered around Donald Trump's recent rally in Phoenix has been about the fact that he went off script, off teleprompter, and just went into these unhinged rants about everything from the military to Hillary Clinton to John McCain to the Russian investigation. But buried in all of that insanity was a very clear moment of pure stupidity and lack of knowledge on behalf of Donald Trump. During that rally, Donald Trump somehow got on the topic of coal. Talked about how we're building new coal mines, or I guess what he meant was we're mining new areas because you can't actually build a coal mine, but that's not the stupidest part. He said we're getting out the clean coal. Now, for a little backstory, and before I go further into what he said, clean coal is a talking point made up by the fossil fuel industry that refers to carbon capture and sequestration. It does not work. It is an unviable means of capturing the carbon emissions because once you capture them, we actually don't have anywhere to put them. So it still releases just as many emissions, slightly better, still more than any other form of energy. That's what clean coal means. Now, during that rally, get back to that, Trump said, we're getting out that clean coal. And he said, you know what that is. They take out the coal and they clean it. And we burn it. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, literally thinks that that clean coal means we take the coal out. I guess we have a bucket of soap and water. The miners clean it, scrub it, get all the nasty carbon emission off of it. And suddenly it doesn't release any emissions because we cleaned it. Donald Trump, look, has said so many stupid things, not just since becoming president or since announcing his candidacy, but basically since he learned how to speak. But thinking that clean coal means we just wash it, that's the dumbest thing I've heard from this man. That's dumber than anything I've heard from George W. Bush, and that was a man who could barely even speak the English language without inventing new words. Clean coal means that we wash it. I don't even know where to continue with this, because that is one of the dumbest things I have heard from a sitting U.S. president in my entire lifetime. But to be clear, Donald Trump has made it obvious that he's just going to continue to double down on fossil fuels. He's going to shut down renewable energy programs by starving them of subsidies, even though that sector is growing twice as fast as the fossil fuel industry and providing cleaner, cheaper fuel for the United States. But it's because he doesn't understand it, for one, and two, he doesn't care to understand it. But if I were a business leader out there in the United States and heard Donald Trump made this asinine comment, I would think twice before ever doing business with this man. People around the globe have access to this information of what Trump said about clean coal. Do you think that's going to inspire a lot of other countries to come forward and say, I want to partner with you on energy programs? Oh wait, your president doesn't understand basic terminology? Doesn't understand how we get energy? Doesn't understand what emissions are? Yeah, never mind. Didn't know you were being led by a 4-year-old in an oversized suit. Because at that point, that's what we've got, folks. I'm pretty sure that my children know more about the way the world works, about the way politics work, and about the way energy works than Donald Trump. At least my kids understand that burning things that release smoke and fire and emissions into the atmosphere is bad. Donald Trump thinks all you have to do is rub it with a Lysol wipe real quick, and suddenly we've got clean energy. If you're thinking about subscribing to our channel, I strongly encourage you to do that. But if you're not thinking about subscribing, I would encourage you to start thinking about it, and then once you're thinking about it, actually go and do it. You can see the subscribe button right there on the screen, or if you're watching on a different platform, go to youtube.com/theringoffire.